I really hate to say this, especially during Pride Month, about another queer author and one I'm friendly with, but Safe Place to Land by Ryan Ramirez Webb actually really made me angry because it made me cry. It really did, and I don't really cry that easily. Safe Place to Land is about Raphael on the left and Henry on the right. They've known each other since they were little, but they became fast friends, but really almost from the start. Raphael has had feelings for Henry. Henry's dad is not a great guy, and he ends up in jail, and Henry goes to live with Raphael and his dad, who he's become close with. Then life happens, and they are pulled apart. But Henry comes back when Raphael has his leg amputated because of cancer, and decides to go on a road trip with him to see the Golden Gate Bridge, which was very meaningful to Raphael's mother, who passed away during childbirth. Now, I will say, this is the sort of book, if I didn't know who wrote it, I may have not picked up. And that's because you could consider this, well, people call them tearjerkers, right? I mean, we all know those kind of books. Some are better than others, but mostly, honestly, I kind of stay away from them. I just find a lot of those sort of emotionally manipulative, and I don't find them very authentic. And that's really what I think of when I think of a tearjerker. Sometimes that's more generally used just for any book with intense emotions. So I wouldn't really call this a tearjerker because there is authenticity here. There's great character work, and that's why this works so well for me. Raphael and Henry are really very well defined characters. I understood them. And I related to both of them a lot in ways that sort of surprised me at times. And I think that's part of why some of the twists that, again, I might not normally love in another book, why it works so well for me. So I will say that this is an intense book in some ways. And really, just because of myself and my own personal belief system, I think the ending of the book, which would be somewhat of a balm to other people, was not for me. But that didn't keep me from enjoying this at all. And I flew through this book. I probably read it in 2 days. Now, I joke about being mad at Ryan, but the truth is, I was really impressed because he got me to love and be moved by a book that I may not even have tried out if I didn't know him, essentially. But it made me sort of appreciate one of the beauties of being a reader and reading. And that is, you can kind of build up all these ideas about genres or subgenres or what you like to read or what you don't like to read or what's successful or what doesn't work. And then you have a book that comes along and sort of challenges those and challenges that viewpoint, and what a gift.